They couldn't overcome it. When couldn't they overcome it? In Egypt. In Egypt. They wanted to follow what Moses told them, that it's worthwhile and so on, but Moses himself said that I stutter, meaning that I don't have the capability of talking to them. They don't understand me, meaning that this desire within a person is so great that all of his inner persuasion isn't helping. It's like a mom tells her child, be a good kid, and he says, Mom, I want to, but I can't. I can tell you yes, but when I see him, I feel like beating him up. But she says, no, but you're good kids. Treat each other nicely, play together. No, this is mine, this is his. He can't. We see that. Now, how can you teach them? Through blows. Meaning, coming out of Egypt, it's actually through great suffering, where we start feeling, when we're in Egypt, in the state of Egypt, that our ego is getting great blows. If I use it, then blood, it's something, in short, it costs me a lot of nerves and problems and troubles. If I relate egoistically towards others. What does that mean, to relate egoistically to others? Like we see today in the world, that the world is deteriorating more and more, and we're becoming worse towards each other, and we don't care about anything. Look at movies from 50 years ago and today. How nice things were, naive, everyone's nice to others. The ego was small. It's not that people were good. Their ego was small. Since then, we grew, the ego became bigger, and I take no one into account. Why should I? I deserve it, and that's it. And if not, then I'll try to do it forcefully. And if not, then I'll kill someone. And then we reach a state where we see that our ego does not allow us to connect, like kids that fight. So we can say today that we're in a kind of an Egypt. We are in a kind of an Egypt, of course, all of us, all of humanity. But back then it was only the people of Israel. Today it's everyone. And then the people of Israel, they felt these blows. And these blows, they brought them to a state where they didn't know what to do about their ego, how to disconnect from it. But these 10 blows are 10 disconnections. 10 detachments, disconnections, because our ego, it has a structure of 10 parts, which are called the 10 sfirot, or the 10 malchuts, plural for malchut. Malchut also means kingship. That Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, rules us gradually through these 10 stages, from the weakest stage and up to a stage where he rules us in full cruelty. And that's it. And then to disconnect on each of these stages, we have to feel these blows. How do you identify these blows? How do you see them in life? Suppose now we identify it in a way that in the world there is plenty. Plenty of food. Food isn't the problem at all. We can provide not for 7 billion, but for 20 billion people in the world. No problem. No problem. I know friends of ours from different countries, and they say, suppose from southern Italy, they say, we just want one thing. Give us the ability to provide all of Europe with apples. I know our group from Greece, they say, give us the ability to provide the whole world with olive oil. Meaning no problem. And that's how it is for each and every country. We could have done that in Europe as well, in every country, that your business, suppose, is meat. Your business is milk. Your business is cheese. Your business are olives, vegetables, like this, like that. No problem. The same with clothes, the same with construction, the same with everything. Why are we in a state where half of the world is starving to death? Third, don't have what to wear, suppose, no place to live. Even in the advanced countries, you have problems. And pension, in the past we thought we'll have pension. Today, no. Today, a person after the age of 65, 70, he has no idea what will he live from. Will he get some kind of a compensation or not? How could that be? Look what we came to. All of our nice plans, our ego canceled them, and you can't do anything. You can cry out to the heavens. And therefore, here we're experiencing blows. The blows that we're experiencing in the meantime are relatively lukewarm. You know, they're going by pretty easily. However, the more advanced blows will be stronger blows. These will be blows in the really in the supply of food, gas, oil, electricity as a result, water supplies. It could be natural disasters that we know the horrific results an earthquake can cause, or the explosion of some volcano in a mountain or underground, that as a result you'll have a tsunami that will wash the whole world, or suddenly some meteor can come our way, some large body from space. In short, all in all, we're very weak people living on a very thin crust of earth, and inside it's fire, it's a furnace that's all the time about to explode. So we have plenty of options here. It's not that we're strong and we don't care about anything. Our problem is, why do we have to learn from blows? Because we just started understanding that our ego is driving us towards blows. And you can see it in kids' education, in relationships, that people get divorced, bad things that happen in society like drugs, murder, wars, terrorism. We're not yet looking at these things as the appearance of our evil ego, meaning we can say that we're still before the 10 plagues. We're not yet going into them, but the recognition that we have to come out above our ego is somehow here and there starting to be felt in humanity. I see that there are even such international congresses and seminars, and psychologists talk about it a lot, and there are articles on the internet and in other places about it all the time. How man's nature causes all the problems for human society, all the troubles, and according to our abilities and according to what science allows us to do, we could have come to really good things. So here we see the dangerous state we're in, where what happens to the fathers is a sign for the sons, as it says in Judaism. And people are already talking about a third world war, and as if it's not that bad. We're looking at it as some kind of a blind fate coming our way that we have no ability to control. People are as if going as sheep to the slaughter. And therefore, we have to publicize this ability, which does exist in humanity, only that humanity does not understand, that we're in a state where we have to publicize everywhere the method of the new education, where let's start uniting, connecting. As a result of our connection, we will be able to derive, how to put it, the force of connection, the force that will connect us together, integrate us, And then with its help, we'll really be able to create peace and tranquility all over the world because, all in all, man does everything. He's the one ruining his life, he's the one ruining this world. And besides, maybe we could also explain to them that by starting to connect, we will actually discover what science is revealing today, that we can also rise to a completely different dimension of existence, because if we come out of our ego in order to receive everything for itself into connection with others, bestowal onto others, then we separate from the current paradigm where we perceive everything in the narrow world of mine, 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 and I come out of this narrow dimension into a new dimension which is above time and space, above life and death, where I no longer feel myself as existing in my body but outside of my body. And this kind of out of body life is unlimited. It's not under the control of birth, this life of ours, and death. It's a completely different existence. Maybe we can come to that because actually science is discovering that yes, it's possible. And I see that with the help of this method of connection, we can really come out of ourselves, each and every one, and then we reach that very same state, the same perspective.